Ahoy sailors, and welcome back to Sailors 365. Come aboard with us in today's episode as we take a deep dive into how you can sail the high seas, no matter your accessibility needs in 2023.
Princess makes every effort to accommodate all sailors with disabilities. Make sure you or your travel advisor notify Princess of your wheelchair usage or any special needs and requests prior to your sailing.
Did you know that Princess Cruise Line also has wheelchair-accessible staterooms on all of their ships? But there's a catch, and here is a sailor tip for you. If you happen to require a mobility device, you must provide your own. You can pre-reserve a wheelchair and have it, plus other medical equipment you may need, delivered directly to the ship by contacting
Special Needs at Sea. You can reach them by phone by dialing 800-513-4515 or visit them via the web at www.specialneedsatsea.com. And scoot around. You can reach them by phone by dialing 888-441-7575 or visit them via the web at www.scootaround.com.
Accessibility varies widely on pre- and post-cruise land tours and hotel packages, and not all excursion providers have lift equipment transportation options. If these options are available during your sailing, arrangements must be secured in advance. This means, if this is something you need, start making those calls after this episode. When bringing your own wheelchair, Princess highly recommends collapsible wheelchairs, as the width of the stateroom doors varies, and some older Princess ships, of course, have areas that are not wheelchair accessible.
The maximum weight of the wheelchair and the sailor cannot exceed 600 pounds on transportation lifts. For pre- or post-cruise land tours, sailors may email the Access Office at accessofficeprincess@princesscruises.com, or you can fax your request to the Access Office at 1-661-284-4408. For sailors who purchased a Princess transfer at the start or end of your sailing, please be aware that lift equipment transportation may not be available in your port of embarkation or disembarkation. Therefore, arrangements must be secured in advance by contacting the Access Office as soon as possible. Mobility devices with batteries must be a dry cell, gel, or lithium-ion type and must be stored and recharged in your stateroom. Like other items, mobility devices of any kind may not be left outside the stateroom, and remember your mobility equipment cannot be no wider than 22 inches if booked in a standard cabin or no wider than 31 inches if booked in an accessible cabin.
Because Princess is not staffed with specially trained personnel to assist sailors with physical challenges, it is recommended all sailors be accompanied by someone who is physically able to assist you both on board and on shore if necessary. Unfortunately, not all port facilities are accessible for sailors using mobility devices. Ports of call may be accessed by a variety of methods, including, but not limited to, a ramped gangway, a series of steps, or by water shuttle. In some cases, you may be able to access the water shuttle. However, the shoreside facility is not accessible. Those ports which typically use water shuttles to access the shore will be noted on your sailing's itinerary. In many ports of call, a mechanism known as a stair climber is used to assist sailors up and down the gangway. This requires that sailors transfer to a Princess wheelchair, which is then connected to the stair climber and operated by the ship's personnel. If you cannot transfer, or your personal mobility device cannot be easily disembarked due to size or weight, you may be prevented from going ashore. With every sailor's safety and comfort in mind, the decision to permit or prohibit you from going ashore is made on each occasion by the ship's captain, and that decision is final.
For sailors traveling with a service animal, please be aware that Princess requires written notice in advance. It's also important to note that entry regulations vary from port to port, and there are some ports that prohibit the landing of animals altogether. Sailors are advised to consult the local authorities at each port of call before your departure for the necessary documentation. While on board, Princess will not provide food for your service animal. The choice of dog litter material is limited and varies by ship and location, and dog relief areas will never be placed on the sailor's balcony. Ship personnel will determine the location of service animal relief areas for safety and hygienic reasons.
Princess ships are equipped with all-in-one kits, including a TTY that can be placed in most sailors' cabins and arranged at Princess Alaska lodges. Additionally, all onboard televisions provide closed captioning, and most theaters are equipped with these assistive listening devices. It's important to remember that these devices are first come, first served, so you may want to plan out your day in advance when sailing. You may also speak with the guest services desk if you would like an assisted listening device for the Princess Theater, and you can obtain them at the back of the theater in the sound booth. As a sailor tip, we recommend you speak with the guest services desk to notify the crew in the sound booth that you will be utilizing the device. This way, the sound engineer will be able to advise the best seating area for superior device quality. That's all for now, sailors. Make sure you are subscribed to our channel, hit the like button on this video, and we'll see you next time, sailing on the high seas.